Hello everyone, in this lecture we will learn about loops. So what is a loop? A loop is used to perform some repetitive task. If we want to execute a block again and again, we use loop. Let's understand how this loop works here. So I'll create a variable I equals to 1, and while this condition is true, I is less than 10, I want to print, let's say, Python programming, and then we need to increment the value of I, because I is 1 is less than 10, condition is true. So this part of the code, this block will execute while this condition is true. Initially I is 1 is less than 10, condition is true, it will come here and print. Then I become 2, I equals to I plus 1. Again it will go, control will go here and check 2 is less than 10, condition is true, it will print this one, become 3. Again like that, once it is 10 is less than 10, no, condition is false, then come out of this loop. Let's run it. So you can see here it's printing Python programming. Now let's do one thing. I'll just give here 5 because I have to scroll here, and I can write here end. What we want at the end? I want tab. Now I can see it's in one line. Now instead of this string, let's print the value of I. So 1 to 4. This is a loop. So let's create one more example. I want to print all the odd numbers from 1 to 100. So how to do that? Because it is from 1 to 100, the initialization will be from 1. So let's say equals to 100. So I value will start from 1 till 100. And because it is odd number, we before printing we want to make the check the condition, but let's print it. First print it, and you can see I am able to print all the numbers. So here you can see, but I want all the only odd numbers, so I'll write here condition if I mod 2 equals to 1, then only it will print, otherwise it will not print. Run it again, and you can see here all the odd numbers. Okay, so here one more important point to understand. Suppose we don't have anything to write, we have not decided yet, and you cannot leave this block empty. You'll get error, indent expected. Let's print something here, hello Python, and you will get error. So if you have not decided yet what to write here, we can use a placeholder pass. Just pass this code. So pass is very useful. When we don't have anything to write, we can use pass here. Like in condition also we can use, for example, if, so some condition here, but still we have to think the logic, so write the pass here. Remember, we cannot leave this block empty, so we must have something here, pass. So this is very useful placeholder. So in while we can use, in if condition we can use. Let's take one more example. We will print multiplication table entered by the user. So I'll ask the user to enter a number, and then let's create one variable I equals to 1, while this I is less than or equals to 10. Just print. So num multiply by I, and this symbol equals to, and here we have to multiply this number with I value, and next time I should change. Now let's run this. I want the table of 15. So you can see here, this is a multiplication table of 15 from 1 to 10. So it's a loop to perform this task again and again while this condition is true. Let's take one more example. We will calculate a factorial of a given number. So we'll ask the user to enter a number n, and in num enter a number to find factorial. So factorial, if it is 5 factorial, it will be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So how to find this? You can see here the number is reducing. Okay, next time it is 4, 3, 2, number is reduced by 1. So let's use while this num is greater than 0. So what we have to do? We need one variable here. I'll create a variable here. Let's say fact equals to 1, and I'll multiply by this num. But next time num should be decremented by 1. So minus 1. Let's print here factorial of num is fact. Let's run it. Okay, factorial of 5 is 120. Okay, now num is, you can see here, because we are using the same variable, so it's reduced to 0. One option is there, we can just create a one more variable here, so n, and store this value. Then we can use here to print, or we can use I there if you don't want. So very basic example. So there are so many problems which can be solved using this loop.